What's going on? This is for 7th and 8th grade learners. This is the week of January 4th. Glad to have everybody back in class. But if you're still remote, we're not going to leave you hanging. We still want you to do your best. One quick change, since we are in person, I will not be doing live Google Meet. So you will have to watch this pre-recorded video each week for the lesson of the week. Like I said, I'm not going to leave you hanging. So if you have any questions, and if you get stuck on a lesson, and you're still remote, please, or absent or whatever, please reach out to me, send me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I can even host a Google Meet with just me and you if we need to do that, if you're really stuck. So I'm not going to leave you hanging, but again, I'll say this once more. If we are in person with our education, we will not be having a Google Meet, and you will need to watch the pre-recorded videos. So just keep that in mind. There will not be a Google Meet link to wait on. So we're going to be going to Lesson 3, Drawing in the Game Lab. We've already done 1 and 2, and it's been several weeks since we've not went to code.org, so you've not been to code.org in a while. So we're going to jump to Lesson 3. Remember, we're in Unit 3 on how to make animations in games. So let's go ahead and go to Bubble 1 and do the first few together. And this first one is just kind of the question of the day. How can we communicate to computer how to draw shapes on the screen? And that's kind of what we're trying to figure out. How to draw shapes and move shapes around while we code. So go ahead and click continue. We'll go ahead and click continue. Nothing to do on that bubble. Now, on Bubble 2, let me change some of these numbers here back to what it originally was. And let's look at these instructions. Welcome to the Game Lab, where you can create interactive animations and games. You've already practiced the basics of putting shapes on a grid. In Game Lab, you'll do the same with the display area on the left. Okay, over here. So you're going to look at the line of code on this first level. Click Run to see what happens. Let's go ahead and click Run. We definitely want to show this grid, and look where the square is. We're going to change the numbers inside the block right down here, then try running the program again. Okay? We want to try to put the rectangle in the bottom right corner of the screen. And I'm not just going to guess. And notice when I hover over here, the X and Y coordinate on our coordinate plane moves around. So if I want to go in the bottom right corner, right in there, that's going to be about 350. So you'll need to do this on yours when you pull yours up. That's going to be about 350 to 350. Now, and I solved that by just kind of hovering over. And if I want to go to the bottom right corner, it's around about that. So let's see what happens. And boom, there goes the square into the bottom corner. So definitely click that box that says Show Grid. And that's going to really help you on each level. I'm going to go ahead and click Finish. And Bubble 3 is a video. And we're going to watch that together right now. This is Bubble 3, Lesson 3. Here we go. Intro to Drawing.
I'm Amara. I'm a student at Dartmouth College, and I love to code and dance. People always thought I was good with technical stuff, with computers and phones, and then I did Girls Who Code. And yeah, seeing other girls interested and realizing that it was more accessible than I thought was a good gateway into computer science. Welcome to Game Lab. Game Lab is a tool that lets you draw pictures, design animations, and build your own games with code. To create these animations and games, you'll be learning and using the programming language JavaScript. GameLab is designed with the beginning programmer in mind, but it also includes many powerful features to help you bring your creations to life. Let's get started. In GameLab, you can add lines of code to your programs by dragging blocks out from the toolbox and snapping them together. Then click the Run button to see the result. The output of the program will show up on the left in the display area. If you prefer, you can also type the commands yourself. Either way you write your code, you can always flip between block mode and text mode. In fact, you can work in text mode and drag blocks out to insert the text. If you make an error, you can use the blocks as a way to check if it's the right command. If you want to get rid of a line of code, just drag the block off the screen. You can also delete it from the text. To start out, you'll be drawing with simple shapes like rectangles and ellipses. That's a fancy name for an oval. To change where shapes show up on the screen, you can change the numbers given to each command. The first two numbers set the position of the shape. The last two numbers change the size. Let's check out an example where we want to move our rectangle down the screen and then make it wider. In GameLab, the X and Y position starts at the top left corner. If we want to move the rectangle down the screen, we actually need to increase the Y value. To make the rectangle wider, we'll also need to increase its width. Learning how to use new commands doesn't have to be trial and error. If you hover over any of the blocks, you can read more about how to use it and see detailed examples of each command. I don't know what I want to do after college, but I know that computer science will give me a lot of opportunities to work in many different industries, which is why I like it so much.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click continue, and that's where you will begin really on bubble number 4. Now, here's the thing. I can log in and watch, and I'm going to for my remote learners. And yes, on some of these, you can probably click run and click continue and look and light up that block green. Just because your bubble is green does not mean you did it correctly. So notice on this, a lot of these will have an image that you're going to try to imitate, just like this one right here. Now, when you get to level 11, there are some challenges on level 11. There's several of them. All you have to do when you get to level 11 is complete 2 of those challenges. Again, when you get to level 11, you're only going to complete, one moment please. You're only going to complete level 11, 2 exercises. As you see, I've got a class coming in, so I've got to go. If you need me, let me know. And that is this week's lesson. Again, this is lesson 3 on unit 3 of code.org. We'll see you guys, and good luck.